Okay, guys, welcome back to Gospel News, where we bring you information uninterruptedly. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do that very, very quickly so that you can get updates back to back. And as you take the happen, they say that the BNL, which is the Biafra Nations League, based in Bakassi Peninsula, has blown hot over the handover of government to Tinubu on the 25th of May. You know that this is the plan of the Nigerian government to hand over to Tinubu despite the controversies surrounding his victory in the just concluded presidential election. So no be small matter. So the Biafra Nations League people don't cut chain. Remember that they have the Black Marine in that area, and also they have the race. It said that there's a new group, armed group now that just came out, being called Red Dragon. And this Red Dragon, those ones, they know they use anything they play at all. They say no be small case. Now they handle for here. So remember that recently, one of their commanders who was arrested by the Cameroonian forces was freed by these angry men who stormed the police station, and we heard that they threw explosives and dug borrow pit that killed about 2 soldiers, and other policemen fled through the fence. Say no be small thing. Now it happened for the matter. In fact, we'll go into details and see the statement being issued last week, that the BNL issued last week, but there is a current development today which will update you after this one, making no be like say we jump some things, can't they give on us some things. That's why we are starting from the beginning. Now, from the BNL people, they say that according to them, they say that the Nigerian government should stop selling our land, stop ceding our territory. It was Bakassi, now it's Boki. Attempt to cede 2 Boki communities of Biajua and Danare to Cameroon will be bloody. It will be disastrous. We are patiently waiting for their boundary commission. No government is allowed to be dashing our territory out. We stand with Cross River State. So which means that some of these government officials are ceding territories because they know that Biafra must come 1 or 2 days later. They know, say, whether now or later, Biafra must come. So they are trying to use our territories to do their bargains with Cameroon. But this group of people waiting under BNL, they say Luriro, that they cannot afford such nonsense, that they are not going to allow it. After that particular update 6 days ago, on the 5th day, they said after their handover on May 25th, the next day being 30th May, which is a Biafra Day, we have instructed that all foreign flags be removed completely from the eastern end of the Gulf of Guinea. This includes the Nigerian flags on the upland Bakassi and the Cameroonian flags on the Peninsula. According to the information we have at hand, they say we shall officially take over the former Nigerian military barracks in Atabong East, abandoned by Cameroonian forces over claims of snake attacks. The area has been surveyed and clearing will soon commence. Assurance that they cannot recapture the barracks as we are completely in control. We shall restore the original names of our towns and abolish all foreign names imposed on our towns. All billboards bearing the name of any foreign nation will be brought down to effect the restoration of the original names of our towns. In this regard, we call on the schools and the other institutions in our operational base to remove every government signpost before our self-defense volunteers begins patrol. 3 demands following our actions are: all government forces should stand down during our peaceful activities. We demand withdrawal of troops guiding oil installations at the maritime borders. We demand the immediate release of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu so he can go and treat himself. Failure to comply before deadline will lead to a surprise show of force. This is from the Red Dragons and the other people who no be smart, no be shere, no be shere, will be this one when they tell on now this thing they happen for Bakassi Peninsula, in case those of you we don't know what they talk about for this matter. Now that region, now they red, now that's now they red now. And the matter now still can't reach a Cameroonian government ear. Now so they take issue statement too. If you can read French, go through this. That was a letter published, the letter sent to I think to their Cameroonian soldiers. Letter from the General Delegate for National Security and Department of State Services in Cameroon to President Paul Biya, urging him to deploy troops to secure Kambo, Abeb Dimo, Kumbo Etindi, and Idabato over attacks by the people they called Nigerians, which is a Biafra, and fear of recapturing territory to Nigeria. Una the same matter. So there is serious tension in that region. Even the president of the Nigeria now, which they call Buhari now, say that one too. He in serious panic over this movement going krikra in the creek of Bakassi Peninsula. According to their information, I just they give on an update where we say they 4 yakata for their page. They say 2 years ago, Biafra Memorial Day, they frustrated their plans by shutting down network in the whole of the peninsula and they lost communication. This time, let's see how their network will affect us. So they say that this Black Marine now will come out to back up this BNL group, existing one. They say they don't acquire sophisticated communication network materials where we say they communicate with themselves, so that this time around if they shut down the network, say go affect them in any ways. Now we will defeat Boki, BNL leader, which is Mr. Prince Richard. They blow hot for this one. He said that no part of Boki will be ceded to Cameroon, says Cross River Deputy Governor. And then we heard from the national leader of BNL, which is Mr. Prince Richard Chimezie, when he vowed that no part of the Biafra territory will be transferred to Cameroon again. This is coming after the Deputy Governor of Cross River State, Professor Evara Esu, summoned an emergency meeting with National Boundary Commission a few days ago on the attempt to cede Biajua and Danrare part of Boki to Cameroon. The BNL leader, who posted on his timeline, said Boki will be defended as their self-defense volunteers on land borders will be mobilized to Boki to engage BIR, Fire for Fire, which is the Cameroonian soldiers. They say no be small thing, nine be that one. Say anybody we do anyhow, say you go collect anyhow. So since that time there has been tension in the Bakassi Peninsula area. They say that the Black Marines say that they call them kill and dry. If you find them, you go see them. More trouble for them in the Gulf of Guinea. Say no be small thing. Now I don't resume now. So I just they give on an update where we say they 4 yaga from their matter. They say the Dragon Marine silent executors, they work side by side with Black Marine. We have Dragon Marine and then we have Black Marine. And they say that they are in charge of a barrack with an oil pipeline passing through it. Many communities are under their control, and then they control other side. So we want to use this opportunity too. They say that Simon Ekpa will be the autopilot leader, the Biafra Prime Minister, say make you do the right thing to take support these people. Will be say they genuine, they fight for a just cause, will be freedom of Biafra. So make they equip them and help them to carry out their activities professionally and uninterruptedly. Now, the reborn freedom fighters, the boom fighters, fighter for freedom. The reborns is more familiar with the Ambazonians, and it is led by late General Ikeku Obasa, Biafran and Ambazonia War Front. Commander Dragon Lord, another Biafran-led reborns fighters to defend Isangele. An attempt to invade their camp in Isangele led to the merciless killing of 5 BIR soldiers. After reinforcement of troops, their camps was later invaded by BIR. They say that the reborns fight for freedom. Those these people, they know they take likely with anybody we be say if they misbehave for their territory. Say anybody we do anyhow, you go collect anyhow. Yaka for that side. So the baseline now is that the Nigerian government and the Cameroonian government are in serious trouble and panic over this emergence of Black Marine and the Dragon Marine. Say they work hand in hand to make sure, say, they no go allow anybody may come carry their territory. They do anyhow. Unlike the time we didn't share Bakassi Peninsula, can't give some to Cameroon. Say since that time reach now, when these people take emerge, say nobody don't sleep close to eye for that area, especially the Cameroonian soldiers, what they call BIR. The Front Bakassi Strike Force, a deadly militant group that operated mainly on the areas under Nigeria, led by Benjamin Simply, Dragon Marine, Black Marine, all pulled out from the BSF, which is the Bakassi Bakassi Strike Force. They killed many Nigerian soldiers in Ekang, Ekpiri, Ikang, Idabi, and Akubuyo. They are very deadly at any soldier. They kill, they remove their head and hang it in their shrine. The activities led to the launch of Operations Delta Safe. They were responsible for the hijack of a vessel in 2016 and 2017 in demand for the release of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu. A wanted top commander, John Etta, was apprehended by troops in Ekpiri, Ekang. The same day, the leader of BNI, Prince Way Richard, was apprehended in Ekang, Cameroon border based on tip-off operations. Now, they say that the Black Marine and Dragon Marine pulled out when, after Cross River State government offered amnesty, and the then General Benjamin simply accepted amnesty and appointed from the state governors. They say they give that one government office. Now, so that one, take, go, relax. Like I said, don't they chop government money. Early this year, BIR Delta attempted to recapture two communities of Inemba and Akbakanya from Dragon Marine, and were faced with stiff resistance. They were hacked to death and weapons snatched. The two communities currently have no military presence in them. So they say that Biafra, these Cameroonian forces have fled that particular region after this Black Marine and Dragon Marine in conjunction worked together. And the police and army where they sent come the place, collected woto for their hand. So since that time, no be person tell them say, kaki no be laid, and so they take flee. They say why Cameroonian forces abandoned the former Nigerian military barracks in Bakassi Peninsula. Now, they say that after withdrawal of Nigerian troops from the peninsula, Cameroonian forces took over the barracks in Abana. It was difficult to get people's loyalty. They started applying force on them, which is the same thing they do for southeastern part of the country, where be Biafra territory. This thing continued until the chiefs, clan head, youth, diviners went to the river and performed rituals to the river goddess. Massive snakes invaded the barracks and started biting them. They couldn't withstand it. They ran away and built another barracks somewhere. Today, before any group can take over the barracks, they must appeal to the community to perform a ritual. The snakes are still there. The barracks have been covered by a very thick bush. Today, they say, no be small thing, no. When they see say, Omena la still they walk, no be juju be that. But some people can say, hey, now they walk, oh, now this one when Igbo people can't give us, now they walk. Funny people. They have left them behind. Now, according to information we see they drop from these people, their matter, I know they finish. They say they have no little time to withdraw their troops. Let them go. They have seaport in Douala and Lagos. We can't be sharing our own with them. We will develop it in future. No foreign forces should be seen patrolling on the Blue Sea. Vessels and barge that are still checking in via Atabong East High Sea for now should be allowed, and they will be allowed till their deadline in case there's anything they forgot at the maritime border. Our gallant men are warming up. An extra training is in progress. Tactically, they will be defeated. So the Dragon Marine and the Black Marine, they don't cut chains. Say, anybody will be say they work anyhow for their region, say he go collect water. I want to end this matter here because it get one bigger update wey come into their dashboard. So now that one we go to give on in the next few minutes. So una stay tuned as we bring on a story where we say it they carry fire, they drop. God bless you.